I'm Josh Ryan, licensed professional counselor, and this is your Daily Rep, a short practice to build emotional control under pressure. Most people believe that in a high-pressure moment, they're going to rise. That when things get tense, when emotions get high, that when the conversation matters, they'll show up at their best. They'll stay calm, they'll say the right thing, and they'll handle it well. That's not how it works. You don't rise to the moment. You fall to your habits. Whatever you've practiced, whatever you've repeated, whatever you've reinforced over time, that is what's going to show up under pressure. Not your intention, not your knowledge, not that you wish you would do, but your habits. And that's just reality. Because pressure doesn't create behavior, it simply reveals it. It strips away the extra thinking. It removes the filters. And what's left is ultimately your default. That's why someone can understand everything we've talked about in this series. They can know about the pause. They can know about tone. They can understand the concept of defensiveness. They can agree with all of it and still react in the moment. Because knowledge is not the same thing as conditioning. Understanding is not the same as practice. And under pressure, practice wins every time. Let's break this down a little. When emotional intensity rises, your nervous system speeds up. Your thinking begins to narrow. Your body shifts into protection mode. And in that state, you don't have access to your best thinking. You have access to your most practiced behavior. And that's why repetition matters. Every wet rep you've been doing, every pause, every moment of awareness, every time you slow your tone, every time you choose not to react, you're building something. You're building a pattern. And that pattern becomes your default over time. At first, it won't feel natural. It'll feel forced. You'll have to actually think about what your choice is. You'll have to remind yourself. Sometimes you'll catch it late. Sometimes it'll be after the reaction has already happened. But over time, that will change. You will begin to start catching it earlier. The pause will show up faster. Your tone will stabilize quicker. Your reactions will decrease. And that's evidence of conditioning. That's what we've been building here, not just understanding. Automatic control. Because automatic control is what shows up under pressure. Now here's where most people go wrong. They simply rely on motivation. They think, next time I'll do better. I just need to stay calm, or I know what to do now. But motivation is unstable. It changes, it fades, it disappears under pressure. But habits don't. Habits stay. Habits show up whether you like it or not. And that's why discipline matters. Because discipline builds habits, and habits build control. This is especially important in conflict. You don't get time to prepare. You don't get to pause the conversation and reset. The moment happens, and you respond. So whatever you've been practicing, that's what you bring into that moment. If you've been practicing reacting quickly, that's what's going to show up. If you've been practicing pausing, that too will show up. If you've been practicing controlling your tone, that will show up. You don't choose it in real time. You've already chosen it through previous repetition. And that's the shift. From reacting in the moment to training before the moment, that's what gives you control. Now let's make this a little more practical. Think about someone who consistently loses their temper. They don't wake up intending to escalate. They don't plan to react that way. But when the moment hits, that's what comes out. Why? Because it's what they practiced. It's repeated, it's reinforced. Now think about someone who stays composed under pressure. That's not luck. That's not personality. That's conditioning. They've practiced slowing down. They've practiced controlling their tone. They've practiced the pause. So when the moment hits, that's what shows up. Same pressure, different habits, different outcome. That's what we're building in this series. Not just awareness, but conditioning. So that eventually you don't have to think about it in the same way. You just begin to operate throughout life differently. And that's when this becomes identity. Not something you try to do, but something you just naturally do. Now here's the key mindset shift. Stop asking, what should I do in the moment? And start asking, what am I practicing daily? Because what you practice daily is what you perform under pressure. That's the equation. It is predictable. Now here's the reality. You don't need massive changes. You need consistent reps, small moments, repeated over time. That's what builds habits. That's what builds control. That's what ultimately changes your outcomes. One pause today matters. One controlled response today matters. One moment where you slow your tone, it matters. Because each of those is a rep. And reps build patterns. Patterns build habits. Habits determine your behavior under pressure. That's the system. Now today's rep. Pay attention to one moment today where you feel emotional pressure. Doesn't have to be a big one. It can be a small one. It can be an irritation or a frustration. Maybe a moment of impatience. And in that moment, practice one thing. Pause. Even if it's just for a second. That's it. Because that 1 second that you pause for is a rep. And that rep is building your future response. This is the beginning of Pillar 8, practicing over time. Because you don't rise to the moment, you fall to your habits. And if you build the right habits, you control how you show up when it matters. Now, if you're serious about building emotional discipline and long-term control, stay with us in the process. We're coming towards the last week in the 30-day discipline run. 26 reps completed. We got 4 more to go. If you want to learn more about the Pause and Respond framework or practice exercises in the workbook, you can go to pauseandrespond.com. Make sure you follow the show so you don't miss the next rep. Because tomorrow we build on this again. We'll talk about why discipline will outperform emotion every time. Less reaction, more choices.